Podcasting from Woodstock, Georgia, welcome to Soul Solutions, a show where we overcome our fears and our limiting beliefs. I'm your host, author, and certified life coach, Terry Kozlowski. Hello, warriors. Do you want to live a graceful life? Are people taking advantage of you because you can't set personal boundaries? If so, you can take my course, The Guide to Setting Personal Boundaries, on mastermind.com. The link is in the show notes. Take the course so you can have authentic personal connections with others. Now let's start this week's episode. Episode 120. Why it's helpful to cherish the personal connections in your life. When you consider your closest, most intimate relationships, you frequently include those with partners, parents, kids, extended families, and pets. I firmly believe you should cherish and value these relationships as a part of living a fulfilling life. You need to make an effort to show them how you feel regularly, assuming nothing about one another. Enjoy and treasure them while you have the opportunity. You should approach each connection with love, kindness, respect, and admiration, since you never know what your destiny may contain. When was the last time you expressed your love and gratitude to them? Do you understand their love language and how they best receive and feel love? Some people prefer verbal or physical affirmations, gifts, time spent together, service, or physical contact. Spend some time finding out how your loved ones prefer to be loved. Be sure to widen your net as well. With whom else are you in relationship? Do you consider other individuals in your life when you think of your relationships? Friends, neighbors, superiors, associates, mentors, medical professionals, your stylist, and a plethora of other people you engage with each month. What about the servers, cashiers, salespeople, trainers, and even the parking attendants? Yes, you have connections with each of these folks. Don't lose sight of the fact that you can leave these people you interact with lasting impressions and affect their feelings and well-being. Do you strive to be humble, understanding, and kind in these interactions too? Defining personal connections. When people feel recognized and appreciated, a strong link between them develops. People create trust and exchange positive energy when engaging in a real personal relationship. Connection provides you with a sense of belonging by helping you feel heard and understood. Maslow's hierarchy of needs states, in addition to food, water, and safety, the most crucial needs you must satisfy are love and belonging. This encompasses your desire for closeness, intimacy, social interaction, and group integration. You feel better overall and have happier lives when these requirements are satisfied through cherished relationships. According to the 2021 World Happiness Report, those who felt more connected to others during the COVID pandemic had more contentment with their life, were more resilient, and had better mental well-being. People who have supportive networks find it easier to overcome obstacles. Additionally, interacting with others reduces health risks and increases longevity and physical wellness. Strong social ties improve your chances of living longer by 50% and boost your immune system. When one's yearning for human connection and their level of connection with others is not deep, then loneliness results. In other words, feeling alone occurs when your desire for interpersonal connections are unmet. Therefore, loneliness can occur in a room full of people if no authentic connections are happening. Although everyone experiences loneliness differently, it frequently takes the form of social exclusion, feeling ignored or unwelcome, or a sense of not belonging. It can negatively affect both your physical and emotional health if it isn't controlled. Overcoming loneliness. It's challenging to deal with loneliness. As loneliness grows, the egoic mind deludes you into believing it is enormous and insurmountable. And we are embarrassed to confess to even ourselves that we're alone or we feel lonely. Admitting to loneliness feels like a failure to your empowered, busy, independent world. Overcoming loneliness can seem difficult and nearly impossible if you believe the ego, and yet it can be overcome quickly. Here are 3 strategies for overcoming isolation and improving social ties. Number 1, reach out to others. Since the start of the pandemic, the stigma associated with seeking help has diminished. This happened because of the growing mental health awareness. One of the most courageous and beneficial actions you can take to combat loneliness and the associated emotions is to seek help. A life coach like myself can help you meet new people, create healthy connections, and get useful advice. Speaking with a professional also gives you the coping mechanisms you require to manage and get through feelings of loneliness. Number 2, take bold action. Although it seems obvious, loneliness flourishes in isolation. You may feel unwelcome and alone among those around you. You need to take deliberate action and put yourself out there to get rid of this pessimistic outlook. Be proactive and establish new relationships or reconnect with friends and relatives. Make a call to an old buddy, go out with your coworkers, or join a club. Put your health first and engage in novel activities to form satisfying human connections. Number 3, be of service. A fulfilling way to meet new people, cultivate friendships, and discover your purpose in life is through volunteering. It also increases your sense of gratitude and well-being to help others in need. 2 out of every 3 respondents in a recent UK survey of over 10,000 people claim serving others made them feel less alone. You meet new people with similar objectives and values through volunteering. It restores your sense of purpose, which is frequently absent when you are socially isolated. How to make lasting connections. Being daring and taking risks is sometimes necessary to establish loving bonds. For instance, starting a conversation with a stranger can be frightening, especially if you're shy. Even though you might feel anxious, you must push yourself to leave your comfort zone. And in the end, the satisfying sensation of making a new friend overcomes any initial apprehension you may have experienced when putting yourself out there. Let's examine 10 ways how you can build lasting human connections. Number 1, communicate consciously. Relationships need considerate, honest, and deliberate communication. Effective communication requires that you participate in the conversation without dramatizing the situation or laying blame. Both parties have the chance to practice mindful communication when you can express your feelings while asking the other person's help to meet your needs. For you to build a lasting relationship with someone, you need to take the time to find out more about the other person through personal history or worldview. But for the cherished relationships that you have, make sure you take the time to sit down and talk with the individual in depth. Number 2, be fully present. Be present with the person you are with. Don't pay attention to what's going on around you or use your phone. Pay attention to who you're with and what they're saying. As soon as they see you're paying attention, they will do the same for you, improving your connection. Your direct interactions with others are impacted by the bond. It strengthens your connection when you offer the person you're with your full, undivided attention. One of the quickest and easiest methods to connect with someone is to smile at them. It's a simple approach to strengthen your relationship, whether you choose to smile at a stranger in passing or a close friend or loved one. You never know when a sincere smile will appear just when that person needs it and have the beneficial effect they need. Number 3, show you care by staying in touch. Be sure to convey your genuine concern for your cherished relationships. It's simple to pretend to pay attention and nod appropriately, but connections that are built on this kind of communication will feel hollow and artificial. The bonds between people must be fostered. If you made a new friend, stay in touch with them to strengthen your bond. Work on preserving your current connections with close friends, family, or coworkers as well. Regular communication strengthens relationships and makes sure you don't lose touch with the people you value most. They will tell that you genuinely care, and you will also feel more invested in and devoted to them. Examine your weekly plans and block off time for a date night with your partner, a meal or activity with a friend, and some alone time to indulge in self-care. It might surprise you how scheduling time to connect with others improves the nature of your bonds with them and your overall happiness. Number 4, be open and vulnerable. Be open to various interpretations of love. While you might aspire to more extravagant displays of affection, your partner may express their love by performing minor tasks around the house for you. Don't chastise someone for not displaying love in the manner that you would prefer. Remember, everyone has their own love language, so be receptive to the various manifestations of love. Then allow yourself to be more open and patient with others. That does not imply that personal boundaries shouldn't be in place. Let them see the most honest version of you, since people can tell when someone is being authentic. They will feel at ease with you and establish deeper connection with you because of your vulnerability. Number 5, be compassionate and empathetic. You get to know and understand yourself better by working on your personal growth. You inevitably gained more knowledge about the relationships that affected your life experiences. If you pay attention to your emotions when they surface in difficult situations, you can discover what your beliefs and habits came from. You now have a chance to view and approach life differently. You also can see that others are giving their best effort based on their level of awareness. And from this viewpoint, it's easier to allow compassion and empathy to flow. Therefore, don't let a dispute damage your cherished relationships. A connection may end if you let your emotions take control and let the disagreement change the rapport. Instead, be calm and forgive one another so the bond can become deeper. Number 6, respond from your heart. If you're not extending love to everyone, it's hard to receive it from anyone. The more love and happiness you give to those around you, more of it will you receive. Watch how you listen to other people. They may speak, but you don't pay attention to what they have to say. Are you planning your response even as you listen? Do you frequently finish other people's sentences or break them up with personal anecdotes? Are you heeding your inner monologue and assuming or passing judgment on the other person? You can be present while someone else shares when you can listen with your heart rather than your mind. Your level of trust and connection with someone increases when you feel truly heard by them, and vice versa. Number 7, be your authentic self. Being truly who you are is a powerful way to connect with others. One of the worst mistakes you can make is being someone other than who you really are in a relationship. Being open and vulnerable is a sign of honesty. Share who you authentically are with your cherished relationships so they feel they can be their authentic selves with you. So when things don't go as planned, you can grow and feel encouragement from your trusted tribe. And when things are going well and everything is wonderful, let others know so your life can inspire them. Number 8, be open-minded. Because you naturally dread rejection, developing relationships can be scary. But to form cherished connections, you need to get over your aversion to change and accept uncomfortable circumstances. Having clear discussions that disclose other people's likes and dislikes is a great approach to connecting with people. Establishing clear personal boundaries that both parties know and understand so no one will jeopardize the relationship. Also, change your worldview and how you feel about love. It will be more difficult for love to find you if you are closed off. Maintain an open heart and mind. Regardless of what others do or how they appear, love them. Withholding affection won't make anyone change for the better. Instead, it will make you appear to be selfish. Number 9, be grateful for your cherished relationships. Be grateful for those who share your life. You'll see how simple it is to be grateful for everyone around you after you alter your views about love and the world. Everyone you come in contact with daily influences you. Thus, you should be grateful for them. Appreciate what your family, friends, and coworkers do for you at work and at home and in social situations. Make friends with people who share your interests. Getting along with folks who have similar interests and pastimes is simple. If you enjoy reading, joining a book club can be a wonderful opportunity to meet others who have the same interests and you make new friends. Another option is to join a local gym if you enjoy staying active and meeting new people. Number 10, consciously choose to love unconditionally. Don't love someone because what they do pleases you. Never use love as a reward or take away love as a punishment. Love everyone the same way, whether they are having a good or a bad day. If you provide love without conditions, you'll receive love in return. When you make love a verb rather than seeing it as a state, you may practice the skill of active loving. Practice showing your affection for others by doing activities for and with them. Give your loved one a shoulder rub. Prepare a healthy meal for someone. Engage in random acts of kindness. Smile at a stranger, or lend a helping hand. See where you may use your creativity to show someone you care. Loving gestures are significantly more effective than any material gifts. Expressing what you feel comes from a loving place, your heart. People won't remember what you say, but they will remember how you treated them and made them feel. Moving forward, cherishing your connections. The most important possibilities, lessons, and blessings in life are found in your relationships with other people. When you're going through the craziness of life by yourself, it's simple to believe you have everything under control. You're called to practice the skill of giving and receiving to maintain healthy relationships. However, the greatest benefit come from your bonds with other people. Using these 10 suggestions, you can strengthen your connections with your friends, family, partner, peers, and coworkers. Every relationship is about cherishing each other despite living in a selfish world. Because love is something that you need to nurture so it can grow. Life without the ability to share it with those we cherish becomes meaningless. You need others, and they need you. Do you need help to be open and vulnerable? Are you looking for support on learning how to respond from your heart? Do you want a strategy to help you create an extraordinary life? If so, please get in touch with me and we can put together an action plan for you to cherish your connections and live a graceful life. To discover how I learned to cherish my relationships, you can do so by reading my book, Raven Transcending Fear, available on Amazon, or you can go to raventranscendingfear.com for more information. Thanks for listening to Soul Solutions with Terry Kozlowski. If you'd like the show and want to learn more, check out terrykozlowski.com, where you can find the links to everything we talked about in this episode. Please subscribe to the show so you'll never miss an episode as we overcome our fears and our limiting beliefs.